you with a humble and grateful spirit, acknowledging your majestic wonder and compassion in our lives. We gather with hearts towards our ancestors, our dreamers, our pioneers, our poets, our politicians, and our spiritual leaders whose resilience and fortitude built the ground we all stand on today. We thank you for their wisdom and our endurance. We come today to pass the legacy of changing lives for descendants of the African diaspora forward through these scholars whose brilliance and hope and scholarship about the Black history and its experience has honored our past and will pave our future. Give them the audacity to hope and the courage to live their lives by keeping our stories, their stories, at the center of our community, changing communities into neighborhoods. We thank you, and in the Almighty Creator, none above, we pray. Amen and Ashe.
Thank you, that was lovely. At this time, we will stand for the national anthem.
Delighted to welcome each and every one of you to our annual Black History Month celebration. Let's give it up for Rosalind and the entire African American Heritage Committee. We're so pleased to present to each and every one of you this evening. And tonight we're going to honor 9 outstanding student scholars. Let's give it up for them as well. Young people doing the right thing and excelling. And of course, 4 community leaders in a cultural institution that's right here in our borough, the Lewis Lattimore House. We want to thank them all for their contributions to our borough. And here in our community, this is especially noteworthy because this is the community honoring the community, and I get to say for us and by us. This is what tonight is all about. And of course, during this period of time in history when there are folks trying to erase Black history, we know it's more important that we celebrate our accomplishments and celebrate the accomplishments of individuals whose selflessness and determination have enabled them to strongly contribute to the advancement of our borough, city, nation, and the world. And of course, a national observance, Black History Month, honors the contributions and the legacies of African Americans who came before us. And this year, America celebrated its 250th birthday. And from this city alone, we can celebrate African American leaders who made significant contributions, from musicians like Louis Armstrong to New York's first African-American mayor, David N. Dinkins, and to Helen Marshall. We can clap, they paved the way. Helen Marshall, the first African-American borough president of Queens, and Lewis Lattimore. The lights are on today because of Lewis Lattimore, if you didn't know that, by the way. An American inventor who lived right here in Flushing, Queens. And these notable individuals paved the way for today's triumphs, and they are the heroes on whose shoulders we all stand. And I have the privilege to be the first African-American male borough president in Queens, 122 years, and I won't be the last. And it is a great honor to have been elected to this position because the job comes with a great responsibility to respond to the needs of our communities, but especially the needs of communities that have historically been left behind. And so we have not been shy in investing over $400 million across this borough to make sure that we can finally fix disparities in places, especially communities of color. So we recognize that during this challenging time, that we have a lot of work to do and that we have to turn to each other and not on each other. But we get through this time when they got money for wars, we can't feed the poor because we are strong and we are resilient. Thank you once again. Let's give it up for our chairwoman, Rosalind Jacobs, once again.
So now, we have the privilege and the honor to award some outstanding Queens students. The first person we are going to call up to the stage is Andre McKenna, Lori Johnson, Catherine Dorsley, Amu Chambers, Talaya Wellington, Kristen Harris, Simon Javon, Princess Kiara Harvey.
All right, let's give it up for our scholarship recipients again. They said all over 90 averages. Wow. Over 95. So y'all better be the president of the United States, because I didn't get that far.
So what's Black History Month without a little bit of food, education, and culture? So now I will introduce to you the DeVore Dance Center. Am I doing it right? Fantastic. Give them a round of applause. That ain't easy. So we're going to move into our honoree presentation. And our first honoree is arts and culture. Will Adriana Birkin step up? Lewis Latimer House is a historic house located at 34-41 137th Street in Flushing, Queens. It was constructed in the Queen Anne style of architecture between 1887 and 1889 by the Sexton family. It served as the home of the African-American inventor, Lewis Howard Latimer, from 1903 to 1928. and is now operated as a museum dedicated for the inventor's work. So how many of you in Queens have ever visited the Latimer House in Flushing, Queens? If you have not, put that on your to-do list to do before 2026 ends. At this time, we would like to present the Arts and Culture Award to Lewis Latimer House. Please step forward. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adriana Berkins. I'm the Education Manager at the Lewis Latimer House. We love the work that we do. We're really excited to share Latimer's legacy, his mission. He was an inventor, but he's also an artist, a poet, musician, a playwright, a creative, co-founded a church in Flushing. So we're really excited to be able to, that his legacy inspires all the work that we do through our educational programs, our field trips, healing programs, where we try to really increase the participation of students of color in student careers, and help students to cultivate their own mindset. Thank you again for the work that you do, for the work that you did on the board to save the house. It's a beautiful space. We really hope that you all come and visit. And again, we are really excited to receive this award. Thank you all so much.
Next we have Cangela Moore. Is it Dr. Cangela Moore, right? Dr. Cangela Moore. Please step forward.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I want to thank the borough president and also the committee, Rosalind, for actually getting in contact with me. She says, you know, they've been trying to reach you. And I said, I've been here, you know. And finally, they were able to reach me. So I'm so honored and blessed to be here. Well, it said 16, but it's actually 18 years that I've been involved as president of Friends of Brookfield Park, making sure that this park is green, clean, and safe for the community. And that is very important because as you come to a space, you figure out, well, gee, who's keeping the park safe and what's going on? And knowing that there's a whole lot of wildlife there. How many of you seen the ducks or the turtles? If you have not been, it is 90 acres of pure, safe space that I definitely would like you to go and enjoy, relax, hug a tree. Yes, I am an enthusiast of green space, and being an environmentalist, it's important that we actually make sure that we protect the land that is in our community. I also want to thank everyone that came out, especially my sorors, my friends and family, and thank you all again.
Our next recipient, Dr. Asa Johnson, founder and creator, principal of HBCU High School. That's historically black colleges and universities.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Asia Johnson. I am the creator and founding principal of HBCU Early College Prep. The school is located in Southeast Queens. We're 182nd and Hillside Avenue. This is the first of its kind in any major metropolitan city in this country. Our students will receive a free associate's degree from Delaware State University, along with guaranteed admission to Delaware State University once they achieve that associate's degree. We are in our first year. As ninth grade students, we have already surpassed our expectations by having both last year and this year over 1,000 applicants for only 100 seats each year. So it does show that there is a need to ensure that our black and brown students have a free access to education and a pipeline to historically black colleges and universities. As a graduate of Delaware State University, it is my privilege and honor to share with young people what it means to be black and academically excellent in everything we do. I'm grateful for the borough president's commitment to our school. He's actually visiting us the first time tomorrow, so we'll show you what an HBCU does tomorrow when you come. And so I just thank you all for being here tonight, and congratulations to everyone else who won the award. Thank you. Yes.
so much for all that you do and joining us and being part of this program. And to all of you, Queens, New York, get home safe and have a good night. Happy Black History Month!
I'm so fortunate and blessed and honored to be acknowledged today by the Borough President's Office and also the committee for acknowledging my work in the community. These gatherings are very important. It signifies community, even though it's Black History Month, but Black History Month is every day of the year. So with that being stated, it's really an honor just to come out and be with like-minded people, to understand that people in your community are doing the work. And it's good to acknowledge and know who those individuals are and maybe empower some of them to do something in the community. As president of Friends of Brookville Park, we foster positive relationships with community by hosting events. We have a little free library that we received the grant for, so we have books, therefore creating a space where not only the kids and parents can come to the community park, but also to learn how to read and also to be involved and engaged in arts in the park. We also do composting, and we receive compost. And we don't do composting, we receive compost, so that's a good thing for our gardeners. And we've done a lot of things in the park. We've done nature walks, we've done bird watching, we have done it all. So if you want to know about anything, definitely go to our Friends of Brookville Park Facebook page, where you'll be able to see a host of different things that we've done.
I was here tonight because I won an African American Heritage Scholarship, in which I hope to put that money towards my college education to pursue a major in computer science with a specialization in software engineering, to hopefully then become a full stack engineer. I'm into sports a lot. I'm currently captain of my softball team with my softball season today. And yeah.
I trust in her process. I did all of the footwear don't belong when she was younger, so she does really good in her own routine, and I trust her, and I'm extremely proud.
When she studies, she gets into a zone, and she cannot be distracted. So I just leave her be, and she comes home with a 98 average. So we're proud.
I'm Big Bro. Lori's amazing. Support your siblings. I just show up to the events and give her moral support and play Fortnite with her. But, support your siblings. This is the future, and she's amazing. So love my sister, love my family, and happy to be here tonight.
I lead by two values in my life, and that is passion and creativity. You can't be passionate if you're not creative about something, or you can't be creative if you're not passionate about something. Those two values have gotten me through everything in life. It's allowed me to be involved in the things I'm involved in today, and it's allowed me to win scholarships like today. So yeah, just be passionate and creative, and stick to what you know.
I'm Dr. Asia Johnson. I am the creator and founding principal of HBCU, Early College Prep. It's a brand new school that opened in Southeast Queens just this past September. We are an early college high school that provides a free associate's degree to a historically Black college or university, Delaware State University, and guaranteed admission. So our students are dual enrolled in both high school classes and college classes at the same time, and will graduate from high school as 18-year-old juniors going into college full-time. And so I'm here today because I was honored with one of the education awards. There was over 1,000 applicants last year, and also this current year for September for only 100 seats. So there's certainly a demand for our school. I think it's more advocacy, just trying to expand our school across boroughs if possible, especially if you have a demand on just one borough trying to get into, just 100 seats. That's 1,000 students, right? So it just shows the demand and the interest to connect with historically Black colleges and universities, and also to save families money to be able to get an associate's degree for free. Historically Black colleges and universities, HBCUs. What HBCUs were originally created because African Americans were unable to be educated in a traditional college setting. And so when we don't have opportunities, we build our own. And what's important about the work that we do is that New York is the only state that is one of the states that do not have any historically Black colleges and universities here. So it's very significant for people of color, or all people. HBCUs are diverse by nature, to be able to enjoy the cultural richness that HBCUs bring. If you're in 7th grade, make sure you study hard. Assessment, your grades are a part of admission to our school. Students do have to take 2 assessments in order to get in, and it's their grades, and they also have to interview to get in. So being able to make sure that if you're a 6th grader and you're going into 7th grade next year, to make sure you work really, really hard in 7th grade, because there's 999 people to compete with. You'll make the best out of your high school decisions, whichever school you end up going to. Make sure that you do the best while you're in school. Join clubs. Research historically Black colleges and universities. They are undervalued, especially at a smaller university. There's more attention to detail and more support for students of color. And so definitely make sure that you choose an HBCU.